This is the great-grandson of Genghis Khan, a descendant of one of history's greatest conquerors. But instead of building an empire with armies, he chose the cage. And now, he continues that legacy in MMA. Unlike the always serious and intimidating image of Genghis Khan, Orjo is almost always smiling, which makes absolutely no sense, because his fighting style is the complete opposite. Inside the cage, he is brutal, relentless, exhausting. He drags opponents into chaos and survives places most fighters can't. He walks into hell with them. But somehow, he's always the one who comes back. Maybe that strange combination of kindness and cruelty is what helped turn him into a world champion. But his story didn't begin with glory. It began with struggle. Orjo was born in Kov, Mongolia, far from luxury, far from fame. He grew up in a poor family. His mother worked as a nurse. His father drove trucks. And yes, before you ask, how can a descendant of Genghis Khan grow up in poverty? That part of the story comes later, and it's unbelievable. Orjo grew up with 2 brothers and 2 sisters. From a young age, he saw what real hardship looked like. Not comfort, not opportunity, survival. And because of that, he developed a goal early in life. Not becoming champion, not fame. His dream was simple. Make sure his family would never live like this again. Combat sports became the path. He started with wrestling, then discovered Taekwondo, and even dreamed of representing Mongolia at the Olympic Games. But life had other plans. In 2009, he entered the Varga Institute of Physical Education to study fitness and bodybuilding coaching. During those years, he discovered mixed martial arts. Something clicked. By 2012, he graduated successfully and started working as a fitness trainer at the Oyu Tolgoi mine. Responsibility came first. He knew he had to become the foundation for his family, improve their lives, carry the weight. That remained his #1 mission. Later, he earned a better position as a platform operator at the mine, and even that wasn't enough. He also worked construction jobs, long days, hard labor, then training afterward, preparing for an MMA career that barely existed yet. Finally, debut time. His first opponent was Batsumbro Dagvadorj, June 4th, 2017, and reality hit hard. The real problem started in round 2. A devastating knee landed clean on Orjo's head. Everything changed instantly. He looked disoriented. Then came heavy jabs, hooks, pressure. The damage started piling up. Moments later, the referee stopped the fight. But context matters. Unlike many fighters at the time, MMA wasn't Orjo's entire life. He was still working exhausting shifts at the mine, 12 hours of labor, then training another 2 or 3 hours, then sleeping only a few hours before doing it all again. That debut loss didn't break him. It sharpened him. Over the next 8 fights, he suffered only 1 more defeat. Every setback hardened him further. Then came December 26, 2021, a memorable battle against Gantolga Arianbilig. The fight went the distance and turned into a war. And during that fight, something became obvious. Batarku had developed a dangerous style. His ability to mix knees with hand combinations created constant pressure and made him difficult to predict. Orjo opened the second round beautifully. Sharp kicks, clean jabs. Everything started flowing together. Every strike had purpose. Every exchange pushed the momentum further in his direction. Then the fight completely shifted. Total control inside the cage. Our hero found his rhythm, and suddenly almost everything started landing. Once again, we saw those precise jabs from Orjo. Fast, accurate, followed by smooth combinations. It turned into one of those exchanges you don't analyze. You just enjoy watching. Batarku entered the final round and immediately delivered something special. A perfectly timed high kick, clean technique, Beautiful execution, the kind of strike that instantly changes the energy in the arena. When the final bell sounded, Orgel earned a unanimous decision victory and became the MGL1 featherweight champion. For the first time in his life, all those years of work finally started paying off. The long shifts, the exhaustion, the sacrifice. His rise in MMA was becoming real. Then came 2022. A life-changing opportunity appeared. Batarku entered the reality competition road to one, Mongolia. 10 episodes, one winner, a prize of $100,000, and a contract with one championship. For Orgel, this wasn't about fame. This was a chance to finally pull his family out of poverty. November 20th, 2022. His opponent, Bayar Jargutsendu, and the fight quickly turned ugly. Early in round 2, Batarku fired a brutal jab and seriously damaged his opponent's nose. From there, the momentum never changed. His opponent slowed, started fading, and Orgel saw the opening. He locked in a rear naked choke and forced a finish. Clean, controlled, a strong and confident victory for Batarku. Then came the final. Everything on the line. $100,000. One championship. A completely different life. Standing across from him was Enk Erden. The fight exploded immediately. Erden came out aggressive, throwing everything he had from the opening moments. But Orgel stayed calm, applied pressure, closed space, slowly drained his opponent's energy. Round by round, Erden started fading. Then finally, Batarku got exactly what he wanted. Another choke. Tight, precise. You could almost hear the pressure as the fight ended. Victory. And with it, the door to the next chapter opened. Orgel gave the prize money to his family, then packed his bags and moved toward the biggest challenge yet. One championship. April 21st, 2023. That night his opponent was Adonis Sevillino. From the opening seconds, Orgel imposed himself. Pressure, control, constant attacks, looking to overwhelm and dominate.
A nice left jab there to close the distance.
And then the striking started showing another level. Just look at those uppercuts. Sharp, explosive, beautiful timing. And for the first time in a while, we also started seeing knees enter the attack. Everything began connecting together. Wrestling, pressure, and now dangerous striking.
And a big left kick from Orgel again. Massive exchange here of strikes.
It is really Orgel dictating the pace, going boxing, striking into the takedowns. Such a difficult fighter to fight. The pressure is just relentless.
Unbelievable how both fighters are able to take the strikes from each other.
The second round opened with another beautiful moment from Orgel. A sharp high kick landed clean and immediately shifted the momentum. But striking wasn't enough for him. He kept hunting for the takedown, patiently forcing exchanges, and eventually he got it.
Really going at it here.
The clincher, nice footwork.
Then came another explosion. Fast combinations, fiery uppercuts, clean connections. Everything started landing. But after that burst of offense, Orgel switched levels at the perfect moment and dragged the fight to the ground. Once there, he refused to let control slip away. Adonis Sevillino understood the situation immediately. On the feet, there was hope. On the ground, almost none.
Not necessarily knockout strike.
By round 3, the situation only got worse for Sevillino. Most of the round played out on the canvas. Orgel kept searching for submissions and repeatedly looked for the choke. His opponent survived, but only barely. You could see the energy disappearing. Considering the flow of the fight, the result felt inevitable. The judges awarded the victory to our hero by decision, but there was no time to celebrate. May 19th, 2023. Next opponent, Rocky Bakhtil. Main event of the evening, and the fight justified every bit of the hype. It started unexpectedly. Bachdal exploded forward with a spectacular jumping attack. For a moment, it looked dangerous, but only for a moment. A few minutes later, everything changed. Suddenly, Orgel exploded. A rapid combination to the head. Sharp, heavy, powerful. Bachdal completely lost his composure. Then Batarku finished the sequence with a beautiful takedown. After that came death by 1,000 cuts. Strike after strike. Pressure after pressure. And right as the bell sounded, the referee stepped in and stopped the punishment. A spectacular performance. A statement victory.
Cool. Get him out. Let's see if he can survive the round. Mere seconds.
August 5th, 2023. That night, Orgel faced Jean-Claude Sanjeo. One of the standout fights of the event. Sanjeo started aggressively. Beautiful high kick. Clean connection. Then sharp punches started finding the target too. For a moment, he looked dangerous. But momentum doesn't last forever.
Bataro hurt. Look at this array of punches in the early going.
Sankiao's really starting to find a rhythm early on, opening up with the calf kicks, landing some shots, heavy punching coming from Sankiao as he shoots in, but
Orgel timed the attack perfectly, caught his opponent moving forward, and launched a spectacular takedown. Clean execution, perfect timing.
What Sankiao was doing on Batahu, you can see the reddening.
Because this is his world. Pressure, control, ground dominance.
Oh, there it is. It's deep. Submits.
Round 2 started with another beautiful high kick from Batarku. Then immediately, a loud strike landed clean on Sanjeo. Down to the canvas, and right into the trap, the ground game. From there, our hero completely took over. Control, pressure, no space, no escape. Eventually, the finish came. Kimura, submission victory. Another dominant performance from Orgel.
Down the middle. Oh, he enters into the clinch. This is exactly where Hank Orgel wants to be. Wataru.
Next came Carlo Bumanong. August 3rd, 2024. And this one didn't wait to heat up. The action exploded almost immediately. Wild exchanges. Fast pace. Everything thrown with bad intention.
Mitch, the biggest and toughest opponent of his career.
Round 2 opened with another spectacular kick from Batarku. The impact echoed to the arena, and the crowd reacted instantly. One of those moments everyone feels.
But
Single other fight.
that was Bataru.
In the first round today, let's see how he handles this pressure. Here comes Bataru looking to close that distance. I'd like to see Bumina Ong land some short-range shots. Nice roll through right there. To end up in a dominant.
Overall, both fighters came out charged. High pace, high risk. They traded impressive high kicks and kept raising the intensity. At one point, the action became so chaotic that both fighters ended up scrambling and rolling across the canvas.
Drops down, changes levels, gets.
And this is a position that Bumina Ong wants to get out of quickly because
Injuries from Bumina Ong have come via submission.
Orgel kept mixing attacks beautifully. Body, head, then level changes. He shot for the legs and secured another takedown. Once on the ground, strike after strike landed clean on Carlo Bumanong. And then the hunt for the choke began.